special homecoming on the show this week as our man Tim makes a journey back to a unique island that holds a special place in his heart.
Well, this week's a little bit different. We're headed out to Chatham Islands, my old stomping ground. I worked out here for about 4 years. Had a blast hunting and fishing, and the boys out here and girls as well are a bit of a laugh. So back in and have a good trip, show you what it's all about, what the locals get up to.
The Chathams are a short flight from the mainland, but don't be fooled by their proximity. The islands are a world apart from the rest of New Zealand. With a population of just 600 permanent residents, the locals are a resilient and self-reliant bunch. You've probably heard the term island time before. Well, it's taken to the extreme here in the Chathams. The pace of life seems to be dictated by the state of the sea, as most of the island's economy is based on fishing. That means when it's too rough to fish, it's hunting time, which is what's brought Tim and his dogs back on this mission.
Good to be back amongst the boys and bring the dogs out for a bit of pig hunting action. So we've got Joe here from the last show, and Midge is in this box here, and we've got a young dog over there, Fudd. So Fudd's only about 12 months old, but just starting to catch the odd one, so should be a good trip for him out here. Yeah, mate. Yeah, so around 6 years ago I come over diving in the summer for parwels and crayfish, so spent four summers over here, and big draw card for me was all the hunting that you could do out here. It's a hunter-gatherer's paradise here, really. Yeah, and the diving's phenomenal. Still good numbers of parwels and crayfish, and cool place to come for an all-round trip, chase a whole lot of different species and get a good feed. Yeah, so the pig hunting on this island's a little bit different too. I mean, quite a lot of this is open country, and if you sort of had the policy of a lot of New Zealand hunters, you'd wipe the pigs out here, or the main numbers of them, quite quickly. So we run low numbers of dogs. They're all about a feed over here, a decent pork for the pot. So so first job out here is to shoot a bull for dog tucker. So can't go to the supermarket and pick up dog tucker here. So we just found a couple up here that looks like a young bull, so have a shot at that. There's a lot of wild cattle in the Chatham, so if you don't knock a few over for dog tucker like we do here, their numbers get too big and damage fences and wreck the joint. Eat all the good tucker. Yeah, so we just got some cattle here. Looks like they're coming out into the clear, so where we can get a bike or the truck too, so we'll shoot one of them when it gets a bit closer. Sweet as. Well, that's dog tucker sorted then. Got a reasonable sized bull too by the looks. Yeah, so the numbers of these wild cattle get up quite high. Got to do culls with them at one stage. This is one way getting dog tuckers are keeping the numbers down. Make some use of them. Yeah, so Chathams isn't like New Zealand. You can't just sort of rock up and go hunting. So you got to be in with the locals. You got to know a couple of them, be invited out. So yeah. That's going to be lucky for us. We know a few of the boys, and yeah, I'm sure they're going to take us out to some of their hot spots.
Doubt it, bro.
Yeah, mate.
So with the dog tucker taken care of, there's plenty of time for another cuppa before heading out for the first hunt of the trip, hopefully into one of the lads' hot spots.
This place has definitely got some big hogs at times. Yeah, so we're just heading out for an evening hunt now. We've got our bull this afternoon. We've got a couple of bailers. We've got Midge here and Maddie of Wazes, and we've got Dozer as well. He's our holder, so hopefully we'll get one bailed up and the big horse will come in and knock it over for us. So yeah, we've got this new frame we've built up for around this camera as well, so we should get some good footage. It'll stop it getting sort of knocked backwards or anything. So yeah, it stops. We had a bit of trouble with them getting caught up in fences as well, so yeah, hopefully this will slide straight over, stop them getting tangled up and anything. Last thing we want, some sort of caught up in a fence or something while a ball's at them, so all good.
Quad bikes are a pretty essential tool for hunting this type of vast, open country, which can get quite boggy and swampy at times.
Yeah, a few wee little ones, good to see the numbers about, but yeah, they're safe from us today. They need a bit of growing.
Fortunately for Dozer, it's not long before the team come across the sign of something a little more substantial.
Yeah, we just took this crossing here underneath the fence, so yeah, looks like quite a reasonable pig marketing. They're getting the wind out there. crazy, you fit. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if I parked up in that gorse, eh? Go up to that hill, we might see what's going on, eh?
The dogs are clearly onto something, making their way deeper into the thicker bush, following a strong scent trail.
Hey kiddo, can you see those black things I mean?
Rushes.
Oh, they might be Russia bushes, eh? Or bush pig.
You would add a few of those in your time, eh?
One or two was. One or two. Oh, yep, they've just got one bale. Hopefully it's a good pig, eh? Only one of them bailing at the moment. Listen. It's weird that they're not barking much, eh?
Sounds good.
Both dogs are doing a great job of bailing the pig, barking at it to hold it in position and prevent it from charging off, which buys time for Tim and the team to get closer and unleash Dozer, who has the size and strength to march straight in and grab the pig with his powerful jaws.
Oh, good pig. Blake. It's a good pig. Good pig, yep.
This particular point in the hunt is one of the most dangerous for a hunter, as the boar senses there's more on his plate to deal with than just a couple of noisy dogs.
No bad pig, come over here, bro.
However, before Dozer can be deployed, the boar breaks and makes for thicker cover, with the two bailing dogs, Midge and Maddie, in hot pursuit.
Geez, that gave me a fright. Look like you got a fright.
We'll only let him rip you once, though.
The pig feels less exposed in this denser vegetation, where it tries to use its sharp tusks to attack the pesky dogs, which are smart enough to keep a safe distance away from the boar's main weaponry. Although the boar does come close on a couple of occasions.
You ready, was? Think Dozer go or what? Hit him, Dozer. Yeah, they just grabbed a hold of him.
With Dozer holding the boar, it's now much safer for Tim and the team to get in close and ensure a quick, clean kill with a minimum of fuss. Unfortunately, it's a little bit brutal for a primetime show like ours.
Yeah, stick it quick. Right, wait. Yeah, kill it quick. Dozer, that's enough. Midge, come here, Midge. Good dogs, good boy. Come on, Dozer. Nice eating boar. Good result, really. We've got the good eating pig we're after, so perfect.
With the messy work done, the pig is then gutted, and after a short carry through the scrub back to the bikes, the team continue onwards.
Oh, we've got on some bacon. Now we thought we'd go and get some eggs. We're just heading down the lake shore now to look for some swan eggs. There's huge numbers of swans over here. They're a bit of a problem, really, a bit of a pest. So one way of controlling them. Locals here collect the eggs to eat. Going to get wet feet, Dave? You better go and film the nest, didn't you? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't bring gumboots. There's a lot of swans in the Chatham Islands here. They're quite a pest, eh? So locals here eat them quite a bit, the eggs. Yeah, one way of controlling the numbers is to raid the nests and try and keep them down that way. Oh, that's breakfast sorted anyway. Hopefully we can pick a few more up. There's another few nests on the point over here, so go and check them out. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be sharing this one. go. Good night's sleep last night. We're up nice and early. Get a bit of brekkie going. Just checking these eggs, make sure there's no chicken there. Yeah, good. Bit of milk. There we go. Yeah, pretty good for a single egg. How many do you reckon it was? About four chicken eggs to a Swanee. So you don't need too many for a feed. Chuck them in 2. This should be enough to feed all of us. 2 eggs, good to go. Pretty conditions today. Bit of drizzle and bit of wind, but yeah. It's meant to change around to southerly, so hopefully it clears up with that, but yeah. We've got to be keen, we're only here for a few days, so getting out for a mission. We've got the pups running just at the moment. See what we can come across.
Rainfall is something you've got to be prepared for on most days here in the Chathams, with rapid changes in weather a common characteristic. But we're not ones that let a little bit of moisture dampen our spirits.
Yeah, it looks like I've just got a little sniff here. Dog's getting keen. You see where Maddie went? They went over. Over that knob there.
Yeah. Half a K away.
Yeah, you definitely smell something. Yeah, so we just let Mitch go. And they haven't found a pig yet by the looks. So you can see there Maddie and Fudd are out almost 300 yards. Joe's on the trail after them and Mitch is still back on us.
They could have winded in a warmer spot.
Yep, bailing. Is that Maddie, eh? Joe's just about there. Oh, they've held it. Can't be too big.
It's caught.
Yeah, they've
500 metres.
Alright, we'll slip over.
Maddie's gone up there.
From the air, a number of pigs become visible, dashing along the trails in the undergrowth that provide enough cover to keep them out of view of the lads on the bikes. These pigs know exactly where they're going, using a well-worn network of tracks that have been developed over years of use. But whilst the drone is able to easily pick them up, it's an entirely different matter for Tim and Dozer, who are making hard work of breaking their way through the thick vegetation in pursuit.
Getting through the thick stuff now.
It's one thing hunting in this kind of terrain, but it makes filming from anything other than the air near on impossible. So Tim calls back the dogs and hatches a new plan.
Yeah, we're a bit thick, that stuff. Pretty hard to get any decent footage, so I'm going to try and get out of this stuff, head to the coast, hopefully find 1 or 2 out in the open. Yeah, so we just come out the coast here, and yeah, just what we wanted really. We found a mob right out in the open, it's perfect. So we're going to sneak down a gully out of earshot of them and come around, and we'll be downwind of them then. Hopefully the dogs get onto them. There's a good mob there, there's a couple of really good pigs, but there's quite a few smaller ones too, so often Tarly and Charlie cops it in the time like this, but hopefully we can cut off one of the bigger ones if that happens. Chuck Dozer or one of the other pups on.
As expected, things become rather chaotic straight off the bat. As soon as the bikes crest the rise, the mob of pigs bolt in every direction. Wazza, who's towing a trailer and unable to go flat out, keeps on the track of a blue boar charging inland, whilst Tim heads off in pursuit of a few pigs last seen barreling their way towards the coast.
Yeah, Mitch, stand here. Stand here. On these rushes. Get him, boy. In here. He's somewhere. There's a pig here. Oh, there he is going out the other side.
Luckily for Tim, he's got some well-trained dogs
Bitch, leave it. Good dog, that's enough.
and is able to call Midge off from chasing a smaller sow, which then hightails into the scrub.
Oh, good stuff. It looks like that other one's broken, that fatter one out of the bunch, so he was after it now. Hopefully he'll pull it up. It's heading to that course. Sounds like he's caught it. I better catch up, put these dogs on it too. Yeah, a bit of excitement there. The mob got onto us, they heard us before we got close and they shot up. And I chased them, found this good fat one in amongst the mob, so I tried to single it out before I put Midge on it. He was sitting on me, I held on to him so he wouldn't chase a smaller one, but they managed to get into some russia bushes, some quite thick stuff. It's amazing how they can hide in it. I put Midge right through that stuff and he chased a smaller sow out, caught him off that, and while I was doing that, saw this good eating pig slipping out the back, so he hooned off after it, let these other dogs out of the box, and yeah. Good dogs. That's enough. Yeah, so we found a good fat one.
Good eater.
Yeah. Funny how they can hide in such a small piece like that, eh?
Oh yeah.
Good dogs. You see, this is what they call a blue pig. So this sort of grey, bluey colouring on it. It's got a little bit of ginger in there too, which not all blue pigs have. Just drag him out to the bike. Right. It's just hard when it's all go. We didn't have time to muck around. Time for a Chatham Island barbecue. They got these grills stashed all around the island, different places where you park up for food, so yeah, pretty handy.
While the boys get the barbecue underway for lunch, it seems that old mate Dozer hasn't quite scratched the hunting itch yet, so he heads off in search of another tasty critter that the Chatham Islands is renowned for, and one that might surprise you.
Oh, those are caught us a weka. Nice and fat at this time of year, so put them in the pot later on. But those are the weka dog. Those, me, hey boy, got a piece? Here Dozer, hey boy. Oh, yum. Got a weka. Bit of a treat thanks to Dozer. Yeah, the wekas out here were introduced, so you're allowed to eat them, so it's one of the local foods. Yeah, pretty tasty. Oh, lucky for us, the old weather's getting a bit better, so hopefully we can find a few more on the way home. Yeah, so we just spotted a couple of things over by the lighthouse here. Pretty sure they're pigs, but we'll just check them out with the binos. Yeah, there's at least a couple of pigs here. There's one grey one. Oh, there's a good pig. Further back round this way.
Not wanting to waste any time, the lads race around the headland in an attempt to cut off the pigs they'd spotted from afar. But unfortunately, things don't quite pan out that way.
Well, that's a classic plan that didn't really work. So we saw a mob out here and we were coming around with the bike, but they spooked before we got close enough. So we had to sort of rush past them. There's a good size eater in there, but yeah, the bugger ended up, his dog Matty bailed it on the rocks just out here and took to the tide, swam across, and yeah, we've lost track of it. They're really good swimmers, a lot of people don't realise, but yeah, like this, they just hit the water, he knows he can't get away over the open stuff, and gone. So we've lost track of him. Hopefully he comes up on the other side of the bay here. So we're just going to turtle around, we might see where he's come up through the rocks.
Unknown to the team, there's actually a second pig making a swim for it across the bay. A nice sized saddleback boar with rare black and white colourings.
We're just coming around the rocks where we think the pig may have come up. Whether he's just sitting there having a rest or not, we'll see.
Unfortunately, by the time they arrive on the opposite side of the headland, the salty swine's taken to the tide once again.
Seen it? Where is it? How big as it was? It's not that big, eh? Oh, he's taken to the sea again, that one will leave him be now. What he probably doesn't know is there's quite a few waddies around the island here, so yeah, fingers crossed he gets in again. We're going to head home now. Yeah, hopefully the weather improves, I can get him for a dive, catch some pahls and crays. Bit of luck.
Day 3 on the island sees a bit more settled weather, and with a couple of good eating hogs on the deck, the decision is made to spend the day at the beach, participating in a type of hunt that's unique to the Chathams.
Oh, you should have known, eh? Today we've got a Timmy Time family day. We're all heading out Tubang here. Yeah, I've drawn a short straw, I've got to jump in the tide, get everyone a feed of pawas, and yeah, some kinners are on the menu, and yeah, we brought a weka dog out as well, so we'll catch a few of those. So we've got Grizz, yeah, he's a specialist weka dog over here, so those I got a couple yesterday, but yeah, we'll show you how it's done with a proper weka dog. So we've got Renner and the kids behind us, Waz and Shell's kids and Anson Renner's kids, all coming out for a fun day. Yeah, so coming out, we're seeing quite a bit of fresh rooting as we're cruising through here, and yeah, sure enough, some pigs are out. It's quite late in the morning for them to be out, so yeah, a bit of a bonus. We might go and have a crack at them later on. Yeah, it's a little bit windier on this side than we were picking, so we'll go back to Tubang after this and have a dive there. But in the meantime, we're over here, we might as well have a look for a weka, so we're just going to head up into the sandhills here and see if we can't find some. Good boy. Catches a weka, eh? Yeah, so he's just a dog that's been trained to catch wekas and be soft in the mouth, so he'll catch them alive and in good condition, so we can just check for their fatness, whether they're worth taking to eat or not. If he's not good enough, then we'll let him go. No point killing him without eating him. You reckon he normally wins them or what? Or not till he sees them. He's got his tail up. He's looking excited. I'd say he smelt one. And he might take some of this grass. It might help him spook it out of it, eh? Get him, Grizz. He's gone to ground, eh? Oh, you got him? Come on then, give him a hand. Oh, possum. He just got us a possum, not the target species, but he's a pest nonetheless. So. Hey, that's enough. Cat, Grizz. Cat. Just doing the possum stop. Make sure he's dead. Come on, find us a weka. No more possums.
Where's it, Grizz? Where is it?
Get him, get him. Grizz. Yeah,
It seems Grizz, our champion weka dog, has developed a bit of a taste for possum. Perhaps because he's used to doing all his weka hunting at night, when the birds make for far easier prey,
crush his skull, make sure he's dead.
and the possums are busy destroying native foliage. But we haven't given up hope on him just yet.
Hey, Grizz.
Where's it, Grizz? Where's it, Grizz?
Oh, yeah, he's on the one. He's got it, sweet. Good boy, Grizz. Bring him here, bring him here. Here, Grizz. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Hey, this one. You say feels like quite a fat bird, this one. Should be good eating. Far better than possum, Grizz.
On second look, it seems that this particular weka wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, jumping straight into Grizz's welcoming jaws. But we won't look a gift horse in the mouth, especially when they're proving this hard to come by.
There's one, just run into that rusher. You reckon he's in there? Whoa! Good boy, hey, good boy, come here, come here. Good boy. That's enough. Hey, leave it, leave it. Oh, there we go. Another nice weka, sweet as, perfect. Cool, another one down. Yeah, she's a bit harder in the daylight like this, like normally they weka hunt in the night time. But yeah, daylight like this, we're lucky to get two really. But yeah, good enough for a feed. Good job well done.
Despite Tim putting it off as long as he could, low tide signals that it's time for him to turn his attention to securing a feed from below the surface.
Nice and tropical day. Bloody good day for it. Yeah, I've got a 7mm top and a 5mm bottom, so plenty warming up for what we're doing here. gloves are super warm, perfect for a cold day like this. Main target of the day is some feeder powers, but yeah, had a special order for some kinners, so if I can find a couple of those or a crayfish as a bonus, that'll be us.
Cold water often brings with it good clarity, and with midwinter diving in the Chathams, you're certainly guaranteed it's going to be cold. When it comes to collecting power over here, there are a few things in a recreational diver's favour. Commercial divers have a voluntary size limit well above the 125mm for recreational. Although this is a voluntary initiative, anyone seen to be milking the system will have the locals come down on them like a ton of bricks. There are also a number of rahui and non-commercial zones around the island which are loaded with power. The relative abundance when compared with the mainland is due to a combination of factors. Having a well-managed fishery, weather conditions and seas that regularly prevent any fishing from taking place, and perfect oceanic conditions for species such as crayfish and paua to flourish. The presence of a large resident population of great whites no doubt helps as well. When looking for paua, check around the sides and within deep cracks around boulders. Push aside seaweed to check if anything is hiding. Make sure you measure all paua as you remove them from the rocks, and do your best to put back any undersized fish on the rock where you found them. They've obviously chosen that spot for a particular reason. Keep moving and checking new areas if you're struggling to find any. Use an appropriate paua tool to remove them from the rocks. MPI have plastic paua tools available for free and do a good job of removing fish without injury. Most importantly, make sure you know the recreational limits for the area you're diving and fish responsibly.
Yeah, that didn't take long to get with 10. About 5 minutes max, I'd say. So yeah, some good sized ones in there. Might be in for some curried pawas tonight by the sounds of it. Can't wait.
What do you got there?
Just a coyote, sea tulip. Bit of a delicacy, a acquired taste.
Down the gullet. What do you compare it to?
Oh, it was a good job by Timmy. He got us a feed of pawas, but if he'd have just got around the corner there, he probably wouldn't have had to hop in his wetsuit today. Seems it's low tide, but never mind.
We hung up the weckers last night, the ones that Grizz caught us. Just let them set and dry out overnight. A bit of a crazy day today, so we're going to pluck these weckers just now, singe up our pigs, and then head in 2 o'clock. We got the local yearly Wecker versus Kiwi rugby game, so the locals versus the imports. Yeah, head in there, should be a bit of entertainment, and come back to a good feed. Easy way to get your fire going, one of these covey burners. Same one we're going to use to singe our pigs, so speed things up a bit. Just having a mow with our mini mowers. I'm sure they're related somehow.
Might look like a lot of trouble to go to for a couple of weekers, but normally we'll do 100 or 200 for a sitting. So
You don't have the old ducks out here, do you?
no.
Nah, so you're doing the old week. How many ducks would you get in a season?
Oh, I only did 3 this year.
A week is a far easier feed, eh? I suppose it would have been quite warm, the old feather cloak, wouldn't it?
You never actually tried to wear one, mate. You wouldn't have wanted Grizz around in those days, though, eh? He
No.
would have nailed you. A few of the people will save the big feathers and send them out to people in New Zealand to make the old cloaks with. Seems you're not allowed to get them out there.
Hot enough?
Yeah, good now, mate. Tommy.
Not long, eh? Yeah, we gave ourselves a whole week here. Just a bit of island time. Things slow down when you come on the island, no cell phones and stuff like that, so you just cruise and yeah, get jobs done as you need to, and yeah, just relax and have a good time, really. It's part of the island experience. You can't do anything in a hurry. Might need a tiny bit more this one, I reckon. Hot, hot, hot. That skin's bloody thick on them, eh? It's almost like pickled pork when you get that thick skin on. Your one's looking a bit better than mine was.
Yeah, well, some of us sort of know how to do it, mate.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get you another 100, you'll be well practiced at it though, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ready for a singe.
It seems Tim never quite mastered the art of wicker plucking during his 4 years on the island, but he's far more at home dealing with the boars, and between him and Wazza, they managed to get the job done with little fuss.
So Chathams is one of those places that a lot of people hear about. I heard about it for years and always wanted to come out here. I guess I was lucky I got to come out for work, but it's one place I think everyone should visit at some stage in their life. Yeah, so the Chatham Islanders, they're a very hospitable bunch. You come in here on a bit of a holiday like this and everyone pours it on for you. It's bloody good really. They love showing off their island, love showcasing what they have here. It's unique really, a lot different to New Zealand. So yeah, they hold themselves separate to New Zealand. They call themselves Weckers out here. Kiwis are Kiwis, they're Weckers. So they like the difference, it's quite distinct.
The annual Weka versus Kiwi footy match at the main township of Waitangi is a great chance to enjoy some true grassroots rugby. However, we're keeping a close eye on this fella in particular, Tim's mate Dallin, who's promised to take us on an epic pig hunt at his Uncle Bruce's place on the south coast of the island the following morning. They play their rugby hard here on the Chathams, and as expected there's no shortage of niggle. It's a bit like an old school State of Origin match from the glory days in the 1980s, with cheap shots and tip tackles aplenty, especially from our man Dallin. Midway through the match, we're hoping Dallin's better equipped to tackle a rampaging boar than he is in tackling the opposition, but at least he's doing a good job of mustering the troops from the back. In the end, it's a fairly comfortable victory for the local lads, who've earned bragging rights over their mainland mates for the next 12 months.
How are you, mate? Good game? Not going to be too sore for this pig hunt tomorrow, are you?
No, we should be right. Get up reasonably early, I suppose, and see if we can beat them out in paddocks.
Yeah. What time, 7ish? Yours?
No.
Yep, nice and early.
Yeah, this should keep us nice and hot for the old southeast 30. Tends to bring the chill down.
Oh, plenty of mouths to feed, so we've mowed through most of that pork from up Waitangi West. So yeah, we've got a couple of days to go. Well, hopefully catch something to take home.
We left to our own devices. Uncle Bruce has given us a couple of hints, but he's a hard man to get a decent one off, so we sort of have to go figure it out for ourselves.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can run into something decent out there. Some big boars hanging out down this coast, don't they? But yeah, Fat Sarah would be bloody good to take home too.
See how we get on, I suppose.
Yeah, change of scenery this hunt, opposite end of the island to where we've been the last few days. Bit of different terrain here. There's quite a bit more bush country, quite thick at times, so we may end up in there. But there is quite a bit of open stuff in amongst it, so yeah, fingers crossed we can get something out in the open, but yeah, chances are we'll end up with the dust up in the rough. Thick stuff.
Never count your chickens, but usually get onto one or two that aren't too bad. Just make sure Tim's dogs can keep up.
Yeah, these dogs are 230 metres away, they're heading straight out.
Fat dog catch fat hog, hopefully, isn't it?
We're going for another look, eh? Yeah. Joe's 150, Kai's 130.
Joe's coming down the creek here, I reckon we cut over now, mate. Just keep on this side so we can hear if he barks. Get some other dogs down there.
Hold on.
Oh, Joe's got one pig and Kai's chasing another by the looks. Yeah, so Midge and Joe have just got a pig just down in the gully and Kai's chasing another one up the main creek.
Here, Joe. There's this print right there, bro. The pig was literally right here. That's his fresh mark. Just come out that pig hole just behind us. Hopefully these young dogs can stop it. Bigger, Mitch, bigger. They get a bit cunning on if they've been chased a few times and they do circles on their fresh scent to try and throw them off. Like chances are if we stay right here, he's going to come back around and try to get back in this pig hole.
Let's give them the slip somewhere. Cunning bugger. What he's done here is he came out the fence here and he did a circle and came through and two dogs were on him and then another dog was after him. He did another circle and then bumped into a couple of other dogs, so he was trying to push the dogs off his trail. So Joe's gone on his actual trail, but others caught up ahead of him, and away he's gone, down into the gully again. Get boosted up there, eh?
Yeah, right.
How big do you reckon?
100 odd, I suppose.
Right.
I didn't get a real good glimpse. That pig can haul ass, man.
Yeah.
Didn't take him long, 700.
We've got the best stopping dog in the lead now. Come on! Might turn into a bit of an epic this one. They're 1.19k.
This is one of those pigs that deserves to live. He's Usain Bolt wouldn't catch this fella, I don't think.
You never know, these pups could stop it, but I just hope they don't go for a whole day. Still 1.48k away, going round and round in circles.
Oh, he is honking.
He is moving, eh? It's back on its trail. So let's trying all the tricks, this pig. He's coming back down the trail that he ran up earlier. So he's come down this trail, they've chased him around, circles down here, and now he's back on the same run he went up. So they'll try and throw the dogs off the scent. They'll come back on their trail and then branch off quickly, and often the dogs will just carry on the same trail. It takes an experienced dog or a dog with quite a good nose to figure that one out. Cunning blighter. Way back in the thick stuff now, so we were hoping they wouldn't end up, but anyway.
Yep. Yeah, bro. Kai.
Yeah, Kai's just got onto a pig. Hopefully Joe and Fudd hear him. Come on pups, come back this other way, you Yeah, these dogs are just shot off for a look. They're running into the breeze, so there might be something up here. 190 metres away now. Kai's heading up their direction anyway. Straight towards the pups. He's about to get on that same trail. Oh, you silly Going back for another round. Please run into the pups and bring them back.
Hey, what's going on here? No.
One of the joys of these trackers is you can see what's going on, but sometimes it's a curse. You can see when the dog's being dumb. Yeah, the pups were meant to be coming out on their trail, but the pig did quite a few loops while it was up in there. They've just got back on another big loop to head back for another round. Just gonna go for a little bit more of a look. You never know.
Yeah.
Never give up.
Is this meant to be this creek down here? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Roddy, Dave, spin around.
What was that, Midge?
Yeah, I just come to here and I saw the arse end of a good white pig. Shh. Here, Midge. Here.
There's Fox. There's Fox, good boy.
Here, right here.
There's Fox.
Right here, right here. Oh, jeez. Good pig.
Good boy,
They
Fox.
got him held. They got him held.
Good boy, Fox.
Good stuff.
Good boy, Fox.
Good dog.
Good boy, Foxy.
Good stuff.
Adelaide.
That'll be a good eater, eh?
Adelaide.
She's fat, man, eh?
Yeah, good sow. Adelaide.
Good stuff.
Midge, move your nose, bro.
Good dogs.
Took Tim to spot it and the pup to catch it. So
All these flash dogs and the old pup catches it.
good boy, Foxy. Don't bruise any more meat, mate. Fox, hello, boy. Fox, hello, boy. Come here. Oh, yeah, now you're excited. Come here. Oi, oi.
It's quite a good sized pig actually, isn't it? It hasn't got young ones on it. It's quite fat, bigger than any pig we've caught this trip, so perfect really. Good result.
Oh, especially when you come charging down the track back at us. Holy.
Oh, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Oh.
Sweet ass. Yep.
No, good stuff.
Oh, that's good work for your pup.
Oh, yeah. Wrapped.
Yeah, good thing about these big dog jackets, they've got some protection on the back, stop the old blood going down your back. Keeps you a bit tidier. As long as I don't get my nuts wet. Bit of tiptoeing with another bloody load of weight on the back. Ooh. Hey, I'm just swearing at the swamp.
Anyone who's spent any time on the Chathams has probably found that the calibre of their language tends to go out the door after a few days. So apologies for the rather colourful vocabulary of the lads.
It's quite energy sapping, the swamp, eh? That one's doing the hard yakking now.
There's no time for mucking around the next morning. The lads are straight into it.
Early start for our last day on the island. Fingers crossed we can get something decent. Right, got it. Big ball to go with the sow, be good. Bought a bit of a pack horse this time, old Sticks here, keen as. Come out for a hunt. All go. Works on this place, so knows where the good spots are.
Bit of fresh digging over here. Something's been here fairly recently.
Straight down Blas, 50 metres around Blas here. Straight that direction, just down on there.
Got Uncle Bruce's dogs, Kudu and Boy, half K in the bush. Hopefully going to pull something for us. They're running down a bit of steep country at the moment, so hopefully they pull something down the bottom. We'll just have to wait and listen, see how they get on. Boys are there, cutting down.
Is there a bit of a spur goes down right near the creek? These dogs have been down near to the creek, so. Yeah, a bit of scent around the sniffing about a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, smidge. Just on the one here. Hey, have a look down here, we might see it run out yet. Just going straight down into the creek. Come on, catch him up. He's about to go up that gully.
That stuff just there.
I don't know who that's barking. Oh, there might be these ones behind. That might be Kai, eh?
Better not be.
His midge doesn't bark unless he's hard up when about to catch it. Oh, what was that noise? That was more like midge. Oh, there, yeah.
No, dog.
I think they've got one, eh?
They're not treed yet.
Because,
Oh.
no, it's a boy.
The midge is ahead of them, just going through that other
There's
side.
next
Oh,
there.
yeah, well, yeah. We might have started heading around, I'd say. But there's pig in the
Oh,
yeah.
right in the grass.
big ginger bugger.
It's done a circle on him, isn't he?
Oh, look at the size of that.
Right in the clearing. Just keep an eye on the clearing.
Oh,
They're good pigs.
both of them were.
They're behind the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just saw two bigs go through behind the dogs, so
Must be mobbing there.
yeah, must be a mob. That's unreal, isn't it? Yeah, well, let's get down there, I suppose. Yeah, Kai's got one. So we're gonna have to run there quite fast. Just heading into the thick stuff now. It's gonna be quite a mission. Yeah, D, make sure when we go in, I'm right on your shoulder.
Bro, it's a good pig. I'm not waiting for much. Because all it's going to take is that big fella to throw one.
Yeah,
Come to me.
he's not squealing. Not squealing, he's a good pig. Real good pig.
Good bail going on.
This is what we're after.
It's getting pretty steep now. We drop down also into the creek. Probably have to do a few cartwheels, but we'll get there. Might get slippery here, mates. Should get even thicker and steeper.
They'll have it in the creek by now, I'd say.
That second one was a humdinger, bro. Oh, it's a straight drop here. Hold on, bro. Yeah. Drop. Oi.
Be careful, bro.
Another drop. I don't know how far this one goes though. I can't feel bottom. She's a bit of fall, fellas.
Waterfall.
Hold on, let me just test it. Ah! Oh, my ankle. There's a herd of a bank here, boys.
We'll get in there quite quick. D, drive in there.
Good pig, boys, good pig.
Good fat boar. Right,
Dogs held it.
jump in there, Sticks. Good pig. Yeah, stick it quick. Good dogs.
Hello.
Whew. That was a mission, wasn't it? All right, pretty steep getting down here. Whew. We got the good pig we're after, eh? Good boar.
He's a good one. He's a beauty.
It is a beauty. Good stuff,
Good
eh?
fat pig.
Me.
The mighty Tuku Gully, boys. This is what it's all about, mate.
This is real stuff.
No, those open country stuff. Gentleman's hunter.
Got to earn the pig, eh?
Beautiful pig.
Yeah. Me.
Awesome, boys. Look how fat he is.
He's going to be beautiful eating, eh? Might put him in a poly bin and take him out home. There's not much in the way of tusks, but boy, hell, he's fat. Good carry on, eh, boys? Lucky we bought our pack all safe.
I sprained my ankle on the way down.
Here we go.
Oh, that definitely takes out our biggest pig for Hunters Club, eh?
He's a 44-gallon drum, eh?
He's a nice pig.
Be careful, boat.
It certainly helps to have a team of you with a big carry like this, and it might not seem like it at the time, but often half the fun is getting the beast out again. For any of you corporates out there watching, it certainly makes for a great team building exercise.
3, 2, 1.
Got you, Timmy.
Here, mate. All good. 3, 2, 1. Here, mate. Chuck him on your back there. Yeah, got him here, boys. Got him there? Yeah.
Don't worry, bro. I'm not going to let you fall.
Oh, we've got 15 yards, boys. Only a couple hundred to go.
And flip it, brother.
Woo! Oh. My turn then, eh?
See the big dog is.
Pretty handy, got the hood too, mate. Saved me hair getting all bloody.
Oh, man, those beautiful long luscious Pantene locks, eh?
She's got a few sticks in it today. Oh, alright, I feel like an old man. Okay, where we going, boys?
Straight up there, somewhere.
He's a good pig, alright.
He's a solid pig.
Solid pig. Hey, D,
Yeah.
I've seen your weaker legs on the old rugby field, mate. How are they going to go on this scary?
Oh, mate, I'm quite happy to be just like we can scratch around the edges and watching the view, eh? Leave it to the professionals.
Might as well make the most of my legs while they're good.
Want to change over?
Nah, I'm good, mate. Keep on charging until I'm oh yeah. You beauty.
It's not even lunchtime yet, eh? We've got time for another one. Pork chops for lunch.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
hey, boy.
it's good it's done now.
He's there.
Famous last words, eh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No bend in the wicker legs, eh?
As the guys battle away on the tag team carryout, there's no better excuse to take a breather than to stop and enjoy the local wildlife.
Chatham Island pigeon. Back in the 80s, they were all but extinct. Estimated about 40 left. Now they're probably up to the 900,000 mark, so they've done really well in the last 20 odd years. 30% bigger than the mainland one, and they're a different colour.
And you've got a trapping regime out here, don't you, Bruce? That's what's helping their numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, just fencing habitat, trapping all the predators out, so it gives them a good advantage.
You stopped eating them?
Right, do it then, eh? Yep. Yes, sweet as. I got it. Yep. Sweet. Where's she gonna go? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 73 kilos. That's just over 160 pounds. So, yeah, bloody good pig. Good carry out, eh?